Delighted to say we've got the CEO of the World Cement Association in the house. Ian, how has the show been for you so far?
Yeah, it's been very interesting. I've met some people I wanted to talk to for a while, so that's always a good sign.
It's been great for networking. You guys have been up on stage and been explaining to us some of the ways that we can move forward more efficiently. What exactly does the World Cement Association look to get from being at these types of events?
So I think there's two things. One is we want to get across a message that in heavy industry, and particularly hard to abate sectors like cement, regulation and creating the right financial incentives for companies is absolutely essential to progress. So in the UK and in the EU we have carbon pricing, we have public procurement policies that are helpful. There are new planning regulations coming in that have particular requirements on carbon footprint. So all of that sort of thing is helpful. But of course, if we're really going to make a difference, what really matters is what's happening in the global south, which is where most of cement and concrete is consumed. And that, of course, is not as far along in terms of the mechanisms to incentivize carbon reduction.
In terms of the challenges that you're facing as a company, as an association, what are those challenges and how are we overcoming them?
So one of our key challenges at the moment is exactly this dichotomy between the priorities that people have in Europe and North America and Korea and Japan and the priorities elsewhere. So there are many countries in the world with very significant overcapacity problems and subsequently very low pricing, and so their priorities are very much focused on profitability. In Europe in particular, if you talk to any cement company in Europe, their priority is carbon reduction.
Well, a good priority to have. And just a final one really on shows like this. Why are they important that we share these messages, and what message would you give to people that aren't here today that should be at this event?
Yeah, so I think when we're trying to do something new like reduce carbon, there's all kinds of opportunities to learn from people outside your industry. And so the purpose of this kind of show, where you've got people from different types of industries coming, is that you do get new ideas, and I do think that's important. I mean, I think if there's a message I'd like to share, it's really that there's an awful lot that we can do, but that we really need to focus on the things that are going to make a difference. To bring those things about will require changes in regulation, and that will cost us more.
But the alternatives are not really alternatives. We need to get there quicker, and does that rely on government? Does it rely on the people taking charge? And we have a lot of work to do, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think the government has an absolutely key role in providing the right incentives. The incentives for industry to do the right thing. If governments don't do that, we won't change what's happening very quickly.
100%. Thank you very much for your time today. Enjoy the rest of the London Climate Tech Show 2023. Thank you.
Thank you.